Do it.
Do it one more time.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
Welcome to Shoot the Shit with Rhonda T. Tonight we are reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 16. But before we start, D, tell her what to do.
Smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we are wedding dress shopping with Robin. Are we excited, ladies? I'm so happy.
Confetti.
She let us know, this whole planning this wedding, she's so busy. She got to do all of this.
Why is she getting all of this and she's not having the wedding? She's wearing a wedding dress to her non-wedding?
It doesn't make sense to me. I got to get decorations. I got to get flowers. For what? You said it's you, Juan, and the kids. And y'all just going to hijack somebody else's wedding.
It's Jamaica.
It's
flowers there somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need to bring flowers to Jamaica. Did she go to Jamaica? I don't think.
She didn't go to Jamaica. She just got married a month ago. So she didn't go to Jamaica. She just got there. So all of this is hard to watch. See, this is the thing. All this stuff be going on in real time, and now we like know it's some BS and we're watching this, so it's hard to watch it because we know none of this happened.
We knew this was BS.
Child. So she's joined at the wedding shop with Giselle and Ashley, not her mom. I'm like, do this girl got friends, like siblings, like Juan family? You've been with Juan how many years? You ain't nobody in his family. Nobody wants to come and join this joyous occasion. This girl has been trying on wedding dresses since this show first started. You notice that? she like wearing a wedding dress. That's how we met her, trying on wedding dresses.
Does she though?
Well, they wasn't flattering on her, but she likes trying them on. Yeah. So while she's back there getting dressed, Ashley shared with Giselle that, well, when we was in Mexico and when you went to bed at 8 o'clock, me, Candace, Mia, and Wendy all hung out. And Mia was admiring Wendy's physique, and Wendy was intrigued. And Giselle was like, she saw her vagina. Was their vagina bumping? I was like, what is wrong with
Well, would Giselle? They be doing that like at the bar? We bumping vaginas
at the bar?
Now all of them showed up with no underwear on, so
yeah, clearly. So they really just lift that leg up, I guess, child. She was so excited about this shit. Oh, did she look at her vagina? Oh, did she touch her vagina? I was like, the hell? Are you getting turned on by this, Giselle? Because you all of a sudden
Wendy wouldn't have done that. I just really wish Wendy wouldn't.
I wish she wouldn't have either. Because now it kind of like messed up the whole, we were Wendy on your side with this whole nonsense with you and Mia, but then you just kind of dumbed yourself down to Mia's level.
All the way down to vagina touching? Like y'all have gone.
It's stupid. So Giselle was like, so basically the whole drink throwing situation was because of sexual frustration, and and
is that what it was?
She's like, oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. And then they left together. I was like, Ashley, I feel like they allow Ashley and Mia to turn this whole show into like the freak show. Yeah, it's like the freak show. It's like she's the stripper and Ashley, we know Ashley do anything, And y'all just, instead of y'all because remember when Ashley first came on the show, they was like looking down like this little girl.
She was so wild at her.
Yeah. Now y'all all on Ashley level. What are we doing?
I just think like, I've said it before. at their age, it's just silly. Like
It's
y'all are not
stupid.
young girls like trying new things. Y'all clearly have been down the road and back around the corner and up the block.
Child. Mm-mm. Well, Giselle said that she's gonna go talk to me about it because she want to find out
Why?
what happened.
Because why?
Because I'm finna start telling people, and I want to get a little bit of truth with all the lies that I'm going to sprinkle on
Who
top of
wants
it.
to hear it? Y'all had a bump night in Mexico.
She wants to tell everybody they were bumping. She already said she was gonna tell everybody they had sex. She ain't got no life. She ain't got no life. So do anybody have anything to say about Robin and her dresses that she tried on? No? Going once? Going twice? All right then. So Giselle says to Robin, because Ashley left, so we're gonna have this bachelorette party for you. Who don't you want there? I was like, is that how we start off? Rhonda, I'm gonna throw this party for you. Who don't you want at the party? Is that what you say? Don't you say, so who all don't you want invited at the party? I'll let you know them.
No, invite everybody.
People.
Invite them all.
Yeah, that's evil. That's the
Because
first
I'm
thing
gonna be the
on my
bride.
They always trying to knock some people out, you know.
Why would I want to go to their dumbass party anyway? Sorry.
I'm sure that if you had gave Karen an invitation, she wouldn't have showed up. Wendy would have went because Wendy is trying to be a better person.
You know what I thought about?
Even if you invited
Wendy. Giselle is AKA. Wendy is AKA. And I feel like Wendy, and we're not gonna pretend like AKAs have a reputation, you know,
the light-skinned
check
girl.
for school days, wannabes, and jigaboos, and all those things like that.
Mm-hmm.
AKAs have a reputation, and I feel like Wendy is still trying to pledge friggin' sorority. And Giselle is, you know, the representative of the group that she wants to be a part of.
Because I never even heard that Wendy was an AKA. When they talk about AKAs, they always said Giselle. I've never even heard them talk about
Wendy is also. Which is, I mean, that's a great thing. Like, not to say they're not stuck in that place. They are progressive, you know, and how they're represented, as they should be. But they've had a reputation for being that. And so I feel like Wendy is still trying to pledge. That's why she's so willing, because I would be like, me, that's get.
Exactly. So at this point, since we're sitting up here with Giselle and Robin, and you know why she don't want, because she said Karen, for obvious reasons, why Karen can't come to the party, because the whole went down in Mexico. And she said Wendy can't come to the party because she was laughing and wasn't shit funny. Okay.
Was she laughing? I saw her asking for food. I saw her saying, "Pass the rice."
She said, "Ooh,"
because they wouldn't even let her see the picture.
She didn't see the picture. So speaking of which, let's pause for a minute, y'all. Let's talk about these rumors. Okay, out here in these streets about this.
They're not rumors anymore because Robin done confirmed that they weren't.
Okay, so the first thing that came out was the TikTok blogger, right? And the TikTok blogger came out with somebody had sent him receipts. This girl who said she had been kicking it with Juan throughout the pandemic, right? I said, y'all been getting it in during the pandemic.
Not only that, can I just say, as much as I can't stand Robin, lady from the pandemic, you get no points for going after this man that you know is
that you knew he was married. Well, he wasn't married, but everybody knew that they were together.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whatever we want to call it. Like, you out here pulling up receipts and stuff. What do you want? A reward? Because that's not what's happening.
Y'all know what Juan was saying. Juan was saying, this is just for the show. We're not together. We don't even live together. We're just taping for the show, and then we go our separate ways. I bet you Juan was out there lying too. Because that's what they do. Yeah. That's why he acts so irritated every time, because he's like, I need to do this.
Robin, girl, let me don't smile. It's kind of it's just a reaction. It's not like I'm laughing or anything. But you was over here getting a life coach, when you were depressed and everything, and that's not even it's not even funny. Now we know why you was stuck in the bed and stuff, not
I
getting
said
up.
that. So look, so the girl said that during the
And
pandemic,
he sat up there, Juan Dixon. I'm so glad you're not here, because you know what? You sat up there and said, "It's not attractive, Robin. Get out of bed." Like you just was trying to sell this story, like she was just this lazy
that's
bone.
what I'm talking about. So if I'm telling these chicks in these streets that I'm not with her, I'm just with her for the show. And you could tell because I'm so irritated with this whole thing, and everything she do pisses me off. And he do that every scene.
He drove up her foot. He rolled her head up in the car window.
He trying to tell them I ain't with this chick. You see what I'm saying? So this chick said,
sorry, not funny.
She said that she, would see him when she come to Baltimore. She even had receipts of the hotel that had his name on it. And
was Marcel and Marcel over there? Did anybody see them?
They in Baltimore? No, they was down in Atlanta doing their thing.
Ron, you should have went down to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Where the linebackers be.
He don't like the linebackers. He like them looking like Karen. So she done had all these receipts, right? And still it was like, I believed it because it coincided with what Karen had just told us, and so
not only that, he spent the whole season trying to get a prenup saying that he wouldn't cheat,
that he wouldn't cheat. Yeah. And
I don't want it.
So now she went on her podcast with Giselle, right? And now she want to admit, because it's out here now, and she feel like because she's married to him now, it don't matter. So I'll go ahead and tell the truth because now we're married.
Did you marry him to prove a point? Because that's crazy.
That's
like
exactly
he
what
gave
she
you
did.
a reason not to.
That's
if
exactly
that's the reason why
did.
You got a divorce.
No, he divorced her because she lost that money. He probably been able to do this. This part probably ain't ever changed. You know what I'm saying? He left her because she messed up their money.
Okay, but then why? I mean, do what y'all gonna do, because y'all done did it already. At this point, it don't even matter. Congratulations.
So she gets on her podcast with Giselle, and the first thing they say is, first of all, she already knew about Juan cheating with this girl, because the girl did say that Robin knew about it, and Robin asked her not to say, huh?
He didn't cheat. He was just bored.
Well, wait, we'll get to what she said. But the girl did say that Robin asked her not to come out with it, right? So then she go on the podcast and say that she knew about it before the season started. So she was just waiting on to see who was going to bring it out, because Giselle said the girl even reached out to her in the DMs, and the girl wanted to reach out to the producers, is what the girl was saying. But she knew the girl that Robin had asked her not to do it, so I guess she didn't want to do it. So here's the thing.
Nobody brought it out though, Robin.
Nobody brought it out. You know why? I feel like that this is the whole reason why y'all was pushing Sharice being on the show. Because y'all was so scared that Karen, who you been effing with all these seasons, Karen was gonna bust you out about it. So y'all want to bring Cherie on the show to try to spill Karen's tea before your tea, to stop your tea from coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think nobody said anything because they knew it was true. Because nobody wants to be,
No.
except for you and Giselle, nobody wants to be the person. Somebody sends me that information about somebody's husband and I'm not saying nothing.
So here's the thing. So when she sat at that table, well, first of all, when Ashley told her, she sat up there and said, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. I haven't heard anything about this. Then
Well, she did have like a weird look on her face.
she absolutely did.
And then she called off. So it might have been the first time she heard about the chick like that looks like Karen in Georgetown, whatever. She probably called Juan and was like, oh, well, so now we went over the other thing. And now I'm finding out, were you walking around Georgetown with some old lady that looks like Karen?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Or she had already rehearsed with him.
Yeah, but he snapped.
This is what we gonna tell people.
He just made her look crazy.
He did. He did. So then when they were sitting at the table, right? And Karen said, everybody know about these rumors. Giselle said, I haven't heard about this. Now, y'all just sat on there and said the girl reached out to you. Now, you never heard about it? Everybody sat around that table, so for Ashley and Giselle, I haven't. Everybody else said they heard. Yeah, because she reached out to all of y'all. Y'all all heard about it. Karen ain't lying. Y'all need Karen ain't lying.
Karen told that story she told, they was like,
oh yeah,
that's different than another girl.
A different one, huh?
Listen, the mature lady that looks like Karen in Georgetown, she won't be coming out. She's not interested in having her spot blown up.
Work at that university that he work at. So here's her other thing. She said, so Juan, this girl reached out to Juan and said how she loved her and Giselle. Okay. And then she just was striking up conversation with Juan. And because men like attention, he started talking to this girl. And the girl ended up telling him that she was going to be flying into the United States because the girl's from Canada. So she said, first of all, they never dated because the girl lived in Canada. So you would have to be there for him to go on a date. The girl said that she was coming over here. She did say she lived in Canada, but she said she was coming over here to see Juan. That's what she said, Robin. So then she said Juan was, because he needed attention because that's how men is. And so the girl came over. Now, supposedly this girl also has a boyfriend that plays for the Ravens. So this is what Juan was telling Robin. The girl was over here and she stayed in a hotel room. And she only had, I guess, supposed to stay one night. And then she didn't have enough money for the second night. So she called Juan.
She's dating one of the Ravens and she don't have enough money to pay for her hotel room.
And she called Juan, but she didn't call her boyfriend? Okay. And that's not his credit card number. I said, Robin, you think Juan ain't got some cards out here? He definitely ain't finna tell you who messed up.
She was playing it off like, it was whatever. He just, because he's stupid, because he's dumb.
And I handled it. We trust and believe. We talked about it. That's not his credit card. He just felt sorry for the girl and he went over there. That ain't what happened.
He felt sorry for a stranger that flew all the way from Canada and didn't have enough money on him?
Yeah. Yeah. He's such a good person. I'm going to go to Baltimore and then see if Juan pay for my hotel.
Because usually when I check in, they put a little hold on your credit card or not. You know what I'm saying? And then when you check in that hotel, they charge your credit card.
Absolutely. It's already on file.
Say some more, like if you got some charges on there, they'd be like, that breakfast and stuff you ate, let's go ahead and wrap that up before you check out.
Yeah. Yep. No, Juan's name was on that receipt. Not
So
the
then that means
Baltimore
that
Ravens.
means when she checked in, he then paid for it.
Juan paid for that girl to come over there. That's what happened.
She got flued out?
She got flued out. She said we didn't fly the girl out, is what she said. Oh yeah, you didn't, he did on your dime. Hey, get out the curtain. He did. He flew that girl out. Okay. And the girl said the reason why she quit messing around with Juan is because Juan is it ain't fun unless my homies can have some person. And she ain't like that. And that's why she quit messing with Juan.
Now, what was going on over there at that college?
Sound like everything adding up.
Now, what was Juan over there with his friend Michael Darby?
It sound like everything adding up. Child. I'll tell you what. Now, because of work obligations, we was late doing this review, but the tea came out just in time for us to get this review going, child.
You know, I was like, Robin without a storyline, this was the perfect opportunity for you to Melanie Hope this situation and blow his spot up right there on the doggone at the house. While y'all was sitting out there, you know, having a little moment in the talking about how y'all wasn't gonna invite Wendy's kids to the get together to the family day. You should have told him how he blew up his own family.
The thing about it is, you knew about this, right? When all this happened in 2000, you knew about all of this.
She knew about it last season. She said,
so you spent that whole season, you and Giselle, dogging Wendy out, right?
Now we know why you were so mad at Wendy, because she was onto something.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't even know.
Was on it. Yeah. Oh, Wendy changing herself because her husband is out there liking pictures on IG. Your husband out here having whole affairs. See how she doing?
Porch, girl,
she put it on Wendy. She put it on Karen this season. Y'all been putting on everybody the whole time. Juan out here humping around. And your girl know about it. Cause she let this is one of the chicks. Cause Juan already said he had a girlfriend. So this was just somebody he was kicking it with, but he had a whole girlfriend.
Juan already said, I'm not happy. I just want to find someone to be happy with.
Child. Over that woman's foot. He's so disrespectful to her. And she be acting like,
and right before he ran over her foot, he rolled her head up in the car window.
Man, child, because he was letting the other girls know.
See, I don't like her.
I don't like her. This is just for the show, and I hate having to come in here. He went to Karen's wedding. He made sure he showed up late, and he was irritated with her the whole time.
That's how, whenever she calls him. What, Robin? Yes, Robin.
Yeah.
Juan, where was you at when she was out of town and we was looking at the ceiling? She was supposed
right.
Where was she at?
So moving along with the episode. Candace and Chris was outside having lunch on their patio. Okay. And they got snakes and they got the deers and they got all of that out there in the wildlife. I love it. Not the snake part though, the deers. Okay. So she is going to have a reveal for her music video, the song with her and Trina. But Trina's not gonna be able to be there because she's at the Essence Festival with all of the real stars is at that weekend. Okay. I mean, you'll get there, Candace, but you're not there yet. So she tells Chris, because he's like, how Mexico went, and she's like, the old ladies was fighting, child. And then Karen and Robin got into it.
What did K. Michelle said? They was over there shaking the table.
They was shaking the table. So she tell them about, what Karen was saying about the rumors that we know ain't rumors about wine. And he's like, well, they're just trying to throw another husband under the bus. And she was like, right, because that's just as dumb as the rumor about you and Cookie Monster. It's not the same.
No, it's not.
It's not the same. Matter of fact, they was throwing that because Ashley part of that crew. They was throwing that on you too, Candace, because they are protecting this rumor with Juan and Wendy.
Well, they talked about it, and Ashley was way too happy to get on board because she doesn't really like Candace because Candace is a little
She's jealous
princess.
of Candace. Yeah.
She's yeah, like
Yep.
her, you know.
So Wendy and Karen
Candace got to marry somebody she liked.
Yeah.
She didn't have to go find somebody's granddaddy.
Yeah. And one of yours. That probably sting. That probably sting. Yeah. So Wendy and Karen met for lunch. And they too was talking about what happened, what went down in Mexico, you know, with the shaking of the table and everything. So then Ashley called them because Ashley is the bone collector. So Ashley had called them to let them know, hey, it's a bachelorette party and you two are not invited. Okay.
I was like, what did she call to tell them that they weren't invited for?
She called just to tell them they wasn't invited to the party. Ashley got 2 little kids and she's going through a divorce and she's trying to find a home, but yet she got time to be so messy in other people's business. You should have enough going on.
Because she don't work. She's sitting around, you know.
I guess. So Giselle then ran her little nosy ass over to Mia's house. Mia then brought her in, showing her all the shit that she ain't got no more. You know. So the people say that Mia don't even live in Potomac no more. They said she's staying in North Carolina. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
So is she gonna be able to stay on the show if she don't live in Potomac?
She'll be back when filming start. By then she'll have another apartment.
Because the people said
Those people stay talking, don't they?
the people said she was out there. Because you know, she said her salary was like what, 450,000 or whatever.
400,000, yeah.
So the people said she was collecting her 450, but she was taking a lot of extra with that 450, and that's why the people had put her out of the business.
I don't know why she was saying that though, because a $400,000 annual does not afford you $1 million lifestyle. Like,
so that's what they
friends that make a lot more than that, and they don't live like how, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what the issue was. If we only pay you
Where is it coming from?
400,000 exactly, and that's why they was like,
Like my friends that make that kind of money and plus more, they have nice homes, but modest. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, they're not throwing their money into whatever Mia and them got. They don't have all them fake plastic situations either.
Question. When we found this out about Mia getting exit out of the little the family, was this before or after the season came out?
I think the season it was just about to start. It was right before the season came out.
Okay, because the people had said that
oh my God, all these people.
The people were saying that the wife, the ex-wife, and her of G and his son is part of the company. And you got on this show and was talking about you stole. And I'm just saying, this thing I knew you was cut off the company. I'm just saying.
She doesn't even know anything. Like I told you, ain't nobody with no glass desk and no drawers and stuff doing no real business. That's a decoration for the corner by the window.
Girl.
Where you can take pictures, and that's what she does. Takes pictures. And like you got sticky notes all over the desk.
Like she running stuff. And they sitting there, and the one real ones who run is sitting there like, oh yeah? Okay, watch this. This will be your last.
They got a file cabinet and flash drives and things. A whole
So
stapler. She didn't even have no stapler.
nothing. So Giselle over there getting the tea from Mia. And Mia was like, well, Giselle was like, the rumor is y'all was out here having sex. And Mia was like,
That was actually not the rumor, so just
well, she already told you she was gonna put her spin on it. Okay. And she said, well,
So
Wendy,
why are we here for real?
because you're gonna say what you want to say anyway.
Right.
And she basically said Wendy showed her vagina, and then she asked to see Mia's, and Mia showed her hers, and whatever. Okay. All of it's nasty. Like I said, y'all not little kids. Like, what are we doing?
Remember how, like, when we were watching P Valley and all of this stuff was very sexy over there with those people? Regardless to what you into, you gotta admit a thing is a thing. There's nothing sexy though, like thinking about Mia and Wendy.
No. Child. And basically she said she didn't do nothing with Wendy because she needed permission from G and Wendy husband, Eddie. And since she didn't have permission,
You
that's
keep
why
on bringing Eddie, Wendy. I think that's where we're going with it, Wendy.
she trying to get with Eddie. It's
Trying to get to Eddie.
Yeah. She keeps, yeah, that's the second time she brought up
He's
Eddie.
over here, the chiropractic is falling apart. You and Eddie is over there, like she trying to snatch another one. Eddie,
Child.
be careful, child.
Smiling. You smiled again, Eddie, didn't you?
Eddie, stop smiling her.
And then she let Giselle know that her and Jacqueline is just still not on good terms. Okay. Jacqueline tried to call her she said apologize. I think she probably called to have that conversation that she said she was going to have in private. But Mia is playing her to the left. She don't want to talk to her. I'm like, it's a whole lot of animosity for nothing.
For somebody that's been your friend since you were 15 years old?
Yeah. I still can't, I don't know.
You've always hated her. You've always just didn't like her.
Yeah, because it don't make sense. They showed Wendy doing her commentating, okay, and she had on this like beautiful peach like color that made her skin glisten, and I was like, and this
If
is
she
why.
gonna do nothing else, she gonna give you some buttery chocolate skin.
And I'm like, this is why Robin don't like her, because Robin doesn't have substance. Because at the end of the day, with the looks and everything, she still has substance to her. She's still gonna get on here and give you, like, at the end of the day, she's still CNN.
She's not just pretty. She's not just pretty. She's smart.
Exactly. And Robin's only claim to fame is that she's married to Juan Dixon. So much so that she calls him Juan Dixon. Now, I don't know about y'all, but do you walk around calling your man by his whole name? I think she liked the fact that
No.
it's Juan Dixon, you know, because she said all the time, the Juan Dixon. I hope Juan
what's his name
Dixon.
over there, Harry Hamlin?
Yeah. She liked that. That's her only claim to fame. Is nothing else about Robin, you know, and that's why she hates Wendy.
She did better to focus on Robin. Like, where the hats go, for God's sakes? Y'all,
what happened to the rental home that she's supposed to be doing with her mama now?
y'all talking about Wendy keeps switching. You do something different every single season.
And Wendy said that. Wendy said the exact same thing. Said Robin is switched up. So why is it an issue?
She does. She was doing the speaking engagements for the groceries. And then she was doing
the houses,
busting down houses. We never did see any of the results of that.
She did the hat.
She came back with hats that, you know.
And then the podcast.
Well,
she got some every season. But y'all won't.
They got fans watching that, I suppose. But honey, 9 minutes was more than I could stomach. And they're doing the same thing over there as they doing over here. So I don't, you know.
Right. So we're on the party bus. Ashley and Mia end up wearing the same hoe outfit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Hell, I believe they went and picked that shit out together. Okay, because she found her friend. Ashley and Mia, same people.
Well, they're the two freaky girls though. Like Ashley and Mia would make more sense to me than Wendy. Like, what?
Exactly.
But
Robin
she don't want
showed
to get
up.
to Michael. Mia don't want Michael. She want Eddie.
Robin showed up looking like a green M&M with shoulder pads. Now they said they was gonna be sexy, and that's the sexiest thing.
I have seen
come up
Robin
with.
look better in her confessionals than she did.
Who picked that out for her? Giselle.
It
Giselle,
did look like a
because that's
Giselle.
what it looked like.
Yeah.
Giselle was like, "This is what you should wear." Yeah. Sharice come up in there. She didn't pull something from back in the day out. It wasn't flattering.
When I saw them, like I was like, why are y'all all squeezed up these tight little dresses with no? At least Mia and Ashley could move around in their little castles because they was like tight stuff. She was stuffed. You can't put a linebacker in a little bitty dress, Sharice.
Well, Sharice was irritated because I know her longer and I should have been the one throwing this party. What we gonna do? Sit in your closet and drink champagne?
If anybody throws my party, my bachelorette party, I want it to be Mia.
Or Ashley.
Or Ashley.
Yeah. Of that crew. Yeah. Hell. Yeah, no, Mia Ashley.
That's it.
Jacqueline.
She gotta wait on Mia to pay for things. I don't just go straight to the stores.
That girl, they said not no more. The people was saying not no more. The people was like her income
has been very involved in this conversation.
Sharice talking about if anybody got an issue with Robin, something is wrong with them. That was part of her cheers. I was like, well, hell, something wrong with all of us because we all got issues with Robin.
Everybody got an issue with Robin.
I don't know who don't. You know what I'm saying?
But that's okay because we all have an issue with you too.
Yeah. So they
Carlos team was trying to sell her so hard. Sharice is so rich.
Is she really?
So
we haven't been in her house since season
one.
Well,
she's very rich, but she's got horrible taste.
She doesn't have the house and stuff that she had when we first met her. Can we see where she's really living now?
I mean, but that doesn't make her like she might be so rich, but she's dry and her personality sucks.
It sucks. And I'm gonna have a pizza delivered to her house to see where she's really living. So here's the reason why Mia can't do my bachelorette party though. Is there not any black strip clubs in Potomac? Because I'm not gonna go up there and see that flat ass.
I mean, are there any black people besides Wendy, Candace, and
and we're going to DC. Why the hell would I go to the strip club in Potomac? And Chocolate City is right up the street.
Over there.
It's right there.
Hello, Jamie, Raina. What's going on? Yeah.
Exactly.
Not Ashley. Don't let Ashley do it. We don't want chicken nuggets. No.
Come on. Come on. I was like, not interested. Not at all. Candace said she wanted to see some ass. I said, you ain't gonna see no ass up in here, girl. No. And first of all, if I'm gonna go, just take me to the men's strip club. And first of all, I ain't need no strip club person. But
I want to go to the bank.
If I was gonna say, but if I'm going, I want to see Mercedes up on that thing.
Well, I was going to say, I lived in Atlanta, so I've been to Magic City. And I've been to the Cheetah Club. And let me tell you, it's very different. It's very different.
It wasn't that.
Well, the Cheetah Club, the Gentleman's Club was very
I'm talking about the paint.
No, Magic City was more like paint. The first time I ever seen booty clapping was at Magic City. And I was like, well, I'll be. She had a round of applause.
Well, they was getting this.
Child.
I
mean, that's all Mia be doing.
Yeah, she looked like that looked like the strip club that she would have worked at. Yeah, her and Ashley. They not at the other strip clubs. So Sharice asked Ashley, what's going on with her and Michael? And she's like, we're playing nice, you know. And they asked, are they dating other people? And she said, well, she only did it one time because she ended up stopping because Michael said he wasn't dating, so she felt guilty. And Candace was like, BS, because he was at my man's restaurant with some chick the other night.
So he's so disrespectful. He just gonna go where Chris worked. That's how much he don't care.
He don't care. But here's the thing, Ashley's full of crap. Okay, because I don't believe that, for one, you're not dating. I feel like this whole, oh, Michael, I don't know if I want to have this divorce. All of that to me is some crap. You playing for the cameras. You've been
Michael
doing your
said,
thing.
I'm gonna buy you a house, and that's gonna be the last thing we do before we're done.
That's what he said. Michael been
So we need
dating
to find
when
a
they was
house,
married.
and they're playing all those games, but he wants, get her out of there.
Michael was dating the whole time they was married. So you
Well,
think
so
he
is
ain't
she.
dating now? Exactly. So now you so hurt. You're not hurt. And nobody's buying it. You know what I'm saying? So stop it. You run around here with the other dude from Bravo. Y'all ain't just start that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think they're still doing that, but okay.
Well, Mia was a lion because this strip club, what did she call it? The
Gentleman's Club, the Gentleman's Club.
They serve steak and lobster, but I'll tell you, that was the nastiest looking steak.
Yeah, the lobster didn't look good either.
It was just
It
like,
dry.
and they was just, I said, you know what? They was sitting up there throwing down, and I was like, they drunk. They were drunk.
It looked like junk food.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. What was that, gravy on top of that steak? That gravy looked like it had been sitting there, and then you know how gravy sit.
Girl, I don't be paying attention to the food like that, but I did see a dry lobster.
It looked nasty. Child. So of course the subject went to Sharice and Karen because that's Sharice's favorite subject. And she talked about how she has never aired out Karen's issue. And then she proceeds to talk about Blue Eyes, who she been talking about since she was on here the last time. And then she goes on to say last time she was at the club, it was with Karen, and Karen was sleeping with a worker in the bathroom. And Karen is known to be a drunk, okay? And Giselle was like, yeah, girl, I heard about that too, but I ain't saying anything. Yeah, because Sharice is the one who told y'all that, you and Robin. It's too much.
Who is this worker taking Karen's 5'9" stuff? Like, Karen looks good for Karen. You know what I'm saying? Are the little boys taking her in the back?
And then and this whole thing with Blue Eyes that y'all keep trying to break up.
They're just making her try to make Karen sound like this wild woman that I'm just not buying it. Did she like slip out or have something going on? Probably.
And they all said it. Like, okay, y'all know what the deal is. You said it, Bia said it, y'all all sat at the table and said it. Ray is getting old. And he probably let her do her thing, but she ain't going nowhere. So what
don't want to know about it. He said eye candy, that's it.
That's what he said. What is y'all trying to accomplish with this? And this, you keep talking about you ain't talked about Karen. That's all you do is talk about Karen. What do we know about
but
you?
I feel like Karen will be somebody who would have a friendship slide. You know what I'm saying? She's not wilding out here getting drunk, taking people in the bathroom at the bar.
What is she getting? What do we know about Sharice?
That she's a bad dresser and a linebacker.
She has not given us anything. Only thing come out your mouth is Karen.
I don't even think Karen's that interesting to talk about. I wanted to stop.
Please do. Please do. Child.
So if you said Ashley went in the bathroom with a worker, I would believe that. And Mia too, because her, what's the name? Her husband was down to the Waffle House bathroom. So we know they don't care where they get it in at. That's disgusting. Giselle and Robin don't.
Juan in the bathroom though.
You know,
Juan is definitely in the bathroom. And so is
Juan,
the
did you have
pastor.
Karen down to the bathroom at the place?
If he
No,
didn't, the
he
pastor
didn't
did.
work there. Do he work here? He don't work there.
Oh. If they was in the gymnasium, he did that.
Hmm.
If they was in the pulpit, that was Giselle's husband that did it.
Mm. When I was listening to that clip of them speaking of on their podcast, Giselle said something about she want to meet the girl outside. I was like, and do what, Fred Flintstone? You're not finna do nothing.
She said she want to meet the girl like she want to fight the
girl, we gonna meet.
She do want to meet the girl. She said it like that for Robin's sake, but Giselle like to get the tea. Giselle, just like she ran her ass up here to Mia house, she want to meet the girl so she can get the whole story herself.
Who was that? That was her best friend, Sharice, that wasn't letting Giselle come through her house. Wasn't Giselle like limited to the?
Yep. And she gonna take that and bottle that. She gonna bottle that. Yeah. Because Giselle at the beginning of the season was lightweight coming for
Sharice.
No, Robin though. At the very beginning, she was lightweight saying little sly shit about her. She gonna take little stuff and bottle it up. She
always does. She always does. But
yeah, she probably didn't already, because if the girl reached out to her in the DM, you think
she been the call. They done had the whole conversation.
Come on, you know that. You know that. If ain't nobody else
to the dessert place, and they done had some little dessert and talk about that thing, girl.
Come on. If ain't nobody else answered, Giselle answered. Okay. Child, please. Because she said, Robin, now you're gonna have to address his name being on the receipt. That's what she said. I said she ain't shit. She ain't shit. I wonder if she made her come out and do that.
The girl?
And then no, Giselle.
If she convinced the girl to do it?
If she convinced Robin to tell, because Robin, I don't believe is just gonna tell. I think Giselle probably was like, you should come out.
You need to address it.
Yeah.
And then she had the nerve to say she'll give us the rest of the tea on her Patreon. We don't care, girl, not enough to pay for it. We saw the receipt. We don't need it. We don't need no more detail.
What we're gonna have is it's gonna be one person that's gonna go on there, they're gonna record the whole thing. And then
Juan, do you have a Patreon? Because for that I might check in and see what you got to say about it.
Child, they putting it out there. She said the rest of the tea. What else is it? Hell, we didn't hear all we need to hear.
We don't want to hear your version of the story, and we're not going to pay for it.
Child, somebody will record it. You so dumb. Ain't nobody finna go on a Patreon for that. But look here, next week is the season finale. I just wish all this had came out before they take this reunion, because now I got to sit up here knowing.
So how do we move forward, though? Right, we won't address it at the reunion. So next season, Robin.
So here's my thing. Watch what happens live. Y'all gonna have to step up your game, because it's so much that all of these after shows, it's so much now that goes on social media and stuff. Y'all gonna have to start addressing stuff.
And he's not interested. He's not. He's over there. He got 2 kids running around. He's just doing, and he's doing the same thing he was doing 20 years ago when this started.
That's all right, Andy. You ain't got to address it, because Carlo King pick up all of the Bravo people. He'll bring them on his show and he'll address it his own.
And they'll talk about it.
Because he already had, I seen Wendy on there. I saw Sharice on there.
I've seen everybody but Robin.
Giselle was on there already?
Giselle was on there.
Oh, yeah. He'll address it. We don't need you, Andy. If
and
you
this was on there. I haven't seen Robin and I haven't seen Ashley. Sharice was on there. Wendy was on there. Everybody was on there but Ashley and Robin.
Ashley ain't got no story.
No, Mia. Mia wasn't on there. Mia doesn't have a story either. She can't. She's currently residing in the Carolinas, so she ain't gonna
Carolina. You gotta find her. She down there in
She lived around the corner from Tasha K.
Yeah. Oh. Child. All right, y'all. Next week season finale. We had Candace party. And then we're gonna end the
We gonna
season like
squeeze
we
the
do.
wedding in there? Are we gonna squeeze the wedding in, or that's
No,
just true?
they said the wedding is gonna pop up in the last part of the reunion. I guess they're gonna show us a snippet of them. Where did she say she wanted to get married down in Baltimore by the river? Where did she say?
She was.
Oh,
she
that's probably where the wedding is.
I bet you that little boy Carter is pissed off. He did not want to do that. He wanted to go to.
We know she didn't do Jamaica.
He did not want to have no wedding. He wanted to go to Jamaica, have a vacation. And I'm with it. Like if I lived in DC, Potomac area, I would want to go to Jamaica.
Child, well, they ain't go.
That look on his face, he was like,
they down at the Chesapeake. So we're gonna end this season like we do it every year. Chris gonna get drunk and cuss everybody out. Don't we end like that every year?
Well, he got a lot to say. Chris,
yeah, because he been holding it in. Okay.
I'm with you.
And Giselle gonna do that whole me. What's what? Child.
Chris snapped on Twitter or one of them.
What
he called them out for making the whole season about him when they had this whole thing going
on. That was deflection. That's why I said that's what
I think that's why it's so bothersome, because you were doing stuff that could for real mess with this man's reputation. And like, I'm not trying to sit up here and say Chris is perfect by no means, but you think he just doesn't have no type of self-control, that he can't walk into a room while his wife is there without being completely, utterly disgusting?
And then too, y'all came from him last season. Y'all sat up there and had a whole conversation with his mother-in-law about him being a bum. So it's like every year y'all coming for this man. And like you're saying, you got this whole thing. You got this man having a whole relationship.
Because he's there. Because
I'm ready for
Juan does not come. So the girl said he like to do it. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none.
I'm ready for the other baby. Where that baby at? Over there in Georgetown. Whatever.
Are you starting a rumor?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's next. Y'all gonna hear by the time we hear about the way Robin be holding stuff and she know about it. The baby been 6 years old and she paying the child support.
He wanted a little girl. He said he wanted a little girl.
He did. And Robin been the one over there paying the child support the whole time.
No, she signed it on the prenup.
It ain't no prenup. Watch, that's gonna be next. Ain't no prenup. She had to hurry up. She just wanted to marry him because now this stuff is out. Who else coming out? Any more out there? Because it's more than that girl in Canada. She was all the way in Canada. She was in Canada traveling.
You could have stayed doing what you were doing. Y'all were already like, why would you contract yourself to that?
Girl.
You can take all your money.
What's the name? Choke, whatever school he at, y'all, what the ones that y'all all come out. Because that girl was in Canada. It's some right there in Maryland, some in DC. You know they in DC. Hell, I don't know. Y'all come on out. Giselle know who they is too. Hell, some of them probably her friend. Because she ain't friends with nobody.
Ridiculous. She doesn't have any friends.
She ain't friends with nobody. She ain't Robin friend. Y'all gonna find out. One of her girls, and she gonna be like,
I mean, it wasn't for me to tell. That one time I did watch it, they were sitting up there talking about Giselle says she went on a vacation and the single girls need to stop trying to pressure her into fooling around with married men.
Child, who was it? Married man? Why? Child, I can't. All right, y'all. Then you gonna close us out? Here we come, child. He been over here working out. So
he been working out.
He's been working out. He's working on his summer bod.
Can I just say, for those of you out there, he wakes up working out. Like he wakes up working out, lifting weights.
All right, what you gonna tell them, Dick?
Smack that thumbs up on this channel.
They can't see your face.
Well, why do I have to see everything?
I don't know. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.